Guys, it's Friday. It's going to be a beautiful day here. I am excited, but I'm coming to you with just a quick encouragement or maybe a pep talk. I have 5 kids. I have worked full-time since my baby was 2. So for the last 15 or 16 years, I have worked full-time. I have had the benefit that sometimes my office has been in the house, and that's been a blessing from God. So I understand that I've had some advantages, but I have worked outside the home for quite a while. But my pep talk is, I feel like a lot of moms, can't speak for dads, would venture to say that one of their biggest stresses is there just aren't enough hours in the day. It's true. That's how we feel. And I think part of that is our society pressures us to do all the things, and I can discuss this at a later date. I don't think that all the kids need to do all the sports at young ages. That was a choice that we made for our family, and I do not regret that choice. We just stay busy. We're on the road constantly, and most families are 2 parents working, and we live busy lives. But it's really hard to be intentional and prioritize your time, but you have to. I mean, especially if you have a lot of kids, you have to just do it. Like, you just my family would laugh at this comment, but I'm a little OCD. So I have patterns and on my day, and like in the morning I get up earlier than I should, and one day I'll run the vacuum before I leave for work, and one day I'll wipe down all the bathrooms, and one day or a couple days I'll throw in laundry as soon as I wake up, just to make sure it gets to the dryer before I leave the house. Those are just things you can do so that it doesn't feel like it's all piling up at the end. But today I woke up, and I'm just giving this as an example. Like, I am not a night owl, but I'm not a morning person either. I'm sure you've seen the meme where it says I'm just an exhausted pigeon, and I feel like that's probably what I am. But you can prioritize what works for you. But for me, if I have a lot of errands to run, I don't like to spend my Saturday running errands. If you do, more power to you. Like, just go for it and do that, and if that works for you, great. I don't like spending Saturday running errands. So, like yesterday, I had groceries delivered to my house at 7 so that they would get there before I left for work. I put them all up, realized I needed a few things, and then there was a couple things I didn't want to pay Walmart prices for. So this morning I got up, I got ready for work. It was payday, so I paid the bills that were due this week. I ran to the grocery store that is near my house because they had the things on sale that I wanted, and I got those items, ran them back to my house. I do live in an area where the grocery store is not terribly far from my house, so I mean, all these things work for me, and you have to figure out what works for you. But I ran those groceries back to the house. Then I grabbed a stack of stuff that I had ordered, random clothes or just random items that I've ordered from Amazon over the last couple weeks that needed to go back, so I needed to take them to the UPS store. Took those to the UPS store on my way to work, and then also on my way to work ran by the my accountant's office. I am sorry, my camera is shaking, but ran by my accountant's office to sign tax documents. And now I'm heading to work. It feels like when I say it out loud, a chaotic list, but for me, that helps my Saturday not feel so chaotic. We don't have a sport tomorrow. I've lived many years doing a sport on Saturday with some kid, and we have a sport coming up that I haven't talked about yet, but more on that later. But I just want to encourage you that if you feel like you're constantly running, you have to figure out what is less stress for you. For me, to do those errands after work puts me in a really grumpy mood for my family when I get to work, honestly. So if I can do that before work, it really helps my mental state when I get to my house at the end of the day. And that might make no sense to some of y'all, but for me, when I leave work, I also put dinner in the crock pot. So when I leave work, I know I've got dinner already cooking. Most of my errands are run. I do need to pick up some stuff from the pharmacy, and it's my only complaint about the Costco pharmacy is their hours really are terrible for me. But I think I can go one more day and just pick those up tomorrow because Costco is about a mile from my house. So I just do what works for you, but don't assume that, I don't know, I just feel like people get in a rut of they have to do things a certain way, and then they just feel like they're constantly running out of time and they're constantly late to things. And I love doing errands before work because I feel like I've already accomplished things. I get to work and I'm ready to go. Like I'm not like just rolled out of bed and feel like a zombie. And granted, I have always worked better in the morning. My mom would tell you I am so not a night owl that I would often save my homework and do it in the morning because I just didn't want to mess with it at night, and I'd rather just get up and do it in the morning if I knew I wouldn't have enough time in a study hall or something. So yes, I'm wired differently. But my encouragement is don't make your list and then try to tackle it all on your one day that should be a day of rest, a day of relaxation. And don't save it all for Sunday because that really is supposed to be your day of rest. So if you have a lot of sports on the weekend, or you know that we've got something on Saturday that's come up that I'm really excited about, and I'll talk about that after the weekend. But I just encourage you to not mentally defeat yourself, which I'm pretty good at. Just find what works for you and don't save your long list of errands for all at once, because that does exhaust you. I think if you spread it out, you can feel like you're accomplishing things throughout the week. And depending on how your work, I know this absolutely does not work for a lot of people, run an errand on your lunch break. I don't know where you work, but if that's even slightly possible, do that. And I will say, I mocked people that had groceries delivered. Oh my gosh, it has changed my life. I started doing it when, I guess, COVID hit, and I don't remember exactly how I started. It was after COVID hit, and I just could not get to the grocery store, and I was anti-masks, and I didn't want to wear a mask, and so I guess I just eventually started having them bring stuff to me. And honestly, if you don't know, the Walmart delivery subscription, it gives you Paramount Plus. So if you're gonna pay for that anyway, you're gonna get it. You get 10 cents off their gas. So if you buy Walmart gas because it's cheaper, you get it even cheaper. There's a whole bunch of other benefits you get from a $12.95 a month subscription to get your groceries brought to your door. So anyway, that's a whole other thing, but just don't get frustrated. Just try to, and if you have older kids, get them to run some of your errands. Teach them to be helpful. Teach them how to start living. Like, I'm teaching my youngest how to do some grocery shopping just by making him going and find things for me. I don't rely on him finding a long list of things, but it's helpful for them. It helps them down the road to find things at the grocery store. So just a few things that is helpful. Just don't beat yourself up because you have so much to do and you work full time and you have a house full of kids and you're not sure where you're gonna come up with all this time to get everything done. You can do it, but it's Friday, and that is very exciting to me because it's been a long week, and here we go. I hope you have a great day.